Well guys, welcome back to the nest. Hope you're all doing well. It's August finally. Oh, it's a shame there's only one month of summer to go. Um, well, to be honest, this summer has felt very long. I've not gone anywhere, probably next year. Just the last few years have been very gloomy, not being able to go anywhere. But anyway, let's focus on the movie we're going to review tonight. Tonight's movie is The Sound of Music. Yes, that's right, that's what we're beginning 1965 off for. Shame we've only got 2 other movies to do from 1965. Yeah, there's only 3 movies, but anyway. I gotta say, I really enjoyed this one. This is the second movie in a row that I've reviewed that stars Julie Andrews. This time she's playing Maria von Trapp, who is trying to follow her dream of becoming a nun, but she seems like she's lost in a world of her own. She always manages to go off in the hills and just see how alive they are with the sound of music. However, the other nuns just don't seem to like her. How do you solve a problem like Maria? And they decide to send her off to become a new governess for the Von Trapp children. 7? God, imagine taking care of 7 children. I gotta say, I did find out that there were screen testings for Mary Poppins, and after people, there were directors, the director of this film, he was so impressed with Julie Andrews' performance in Mary Poppins, he actually said, we gotta find her before someone else takes her for our adaptation of the life of the Von Trapp family, because they found out the Von Trapp family were real people. But yeah, this movie takes place in Austria in 1938, just the year before the Second World War started. She's gone to help the Captain Georg von Trapp, who is a retired Navy officer, and I gotta say, he's been really hit hard by the death of his wife, and he treats his own children like soldiers. He even summons them with a whistle. Whistles are for dogs and other animals, not for children. See, to be honest, I don't think you should be using a whistle for a dog either. You're meant to call, for your dog's name. You're meant to have that relationship with them, But yeah, you gotta have that a strong bond with your dog. Call it rather than using a whistle. I even think dogs hate the use of whistles. I think I can. Let me see if I can name all 7 of the Von Trapp family. Liesel, Friedrich, Kurt, Brigida, Louisa, Marta, and Gretel. Wee Gretel's so cute. I think out of them all, the main child is Liesel. She has a crush on Rolf, the boy who delivers the telegrams for them. However, she is 16 going on 17. I honestly, I don't know why Rolf isn't interested. She's a lovely girl, but probably just not his type. It's probably because of what happens in the end. That's why he's not interested. I forgot to say, Christopher Plummer plays Captain Von Trapp. Captain Von Trapp and Maria Von Trapp are very similar to the characters in Mary Poppins. Like, Maria is very similar to Mary Poppins. Like, she takes care of children, and she brings music into their lives, and well, in this one there's no animation, but she's not as stern as Mary Poppins. Like Mary Poppins is stern, but she's never cross, she's fair with the kids. She loves the kids very much. Captain Von Trapp, he's very hard on his children, treats them like soldiers. However, he is he's not like that for the entire movie. It's halfway through the movie that he softens up. It's only with Mr. Banks and Mary Poppins who's cold throughout nearly the whole movie and only softens up towards the end. But yeah, that's always a tip in this movie. These are a few of my favourite things. When you sing about those things, life won't be so bad. I do think the servants in the movie should have been given a bigger role. I gotta love Christopher Plummer. Like, I think he was probably a little bit more harder with the children than George Banks was in Mary Poppins. I know they're different characters and different actors, you know, I forget, David Tomlinson, Mary Poppins, Christopher Plummer in Sound of Music. The Baroness, now I was expecting the Baroness to be really cruel to the children, you know, like most wicked stepmothers are, like you saw in Cinderella and, you know, Snow White. God, I remember those Disney movies, those were one of the first ones we watched on this channel. But she actually does seem to care for the children, you know, she's impressed with their singing, and that's whenever the captain decides to soften up and start singing. But he won't let his kids sing in public, but Uncle Max does not care. Looks like the captain doesn't know his friend Max that well, does he? I will admit I really enjoyed the choreography in this movie. It's a shame there wasn't enough dancing in this movie, you know, like Mary Poppins. But I think with the dancing, Maria and the captain got closer. And the Baroness does unintentionally make her run away and go back to the abbey. But the captain realises how much the Maria means to the children. Like the Baroness, like she doesn't even seem to know how to raise the kids. Like, you know, all she does is like plays catch with the ball with them. I guess she is trying her best, but you know, they both know in the end, I'm not the right woman for you. I like how, you know, the head nun of the abbey, you know, she tells Maria to follow her dream, you know, do go back to the kids. But this is for Maria only until they find a new governess for her. You see, even though he becomes soft, you know, he's soft and stern at the same time with Captain Von Trapp. Like, he knows whenever they run away that they've gone to the abbey rather than picking berries. You've eaten so many berries. You're obviously not hungry, so no supper for you tonight. You see, he's smart. But he understands whenever Maria returns. And, you know, the Baroness leaves, Maria and Georg marry. But it does look like things are going to go bad in the end. Like, luckily they managed to sing in public, you know, but that was only one of the reasons why they did that was as a ruse, so they could get away from, you know, the army who are trying to make the captain work for them. And whenever they hide in the abbey, it turns out that Rolf was with them all along. And I gotta give it to the captain, like, he does try and, you know, convince Rolf to come with him. You're not one of them, come with us. And that's probably why Rolf didn't want to be with Liesl, because he was going into a different job, and, you know, quite controversial. I'd rather not get into that, but you get the idea. They're here! And I gotta say, I actually hated Rolf in the end for trying to give them up to them, the army. The nuns, however, are like, Sister, I have sinned. Because the army tries to get their car started, but they won't. The cars aren't working. They've taken the engines out. I don't really know if that's a sin. Like, leave the comments if you believe that's a sin, but they managed to help people out. They managed to help people out in the end, and you gotta give that to them. I gotta say, this actually is a happy ending. It's sad that they gotta leave their home behind, but I don't think it was permanent. Maybe they managed to come back someday. And it turns out the moral of the story is follow every mountain until you find your dream, and it turns out Maria Von Trapp did manage to find her dream with her life with the Captain Von Trapp and their children. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment what you would like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget we've got many millions of movies coming up very soon. It was great reviewing 2 musicals in a row. The next one we're returning to an old friend of ours. Well, it's only been a year after we've reviewed his last movie, but you're probably trying to get the hint of who it is. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for supporting the channel so far. I'm really excited to see where this goes in the next few months, or weeks even. There are going to be a lot more reviews coming out very soon, and I shall see you guys in the next review. Take care of yourselves. Love you all to death.